Alrighty then, good morning. Hello. Hello. I haven't, looked at my hair today. I hope it looks fine. Yeah, should be right. Wow, how y'all doing? Good morning. Oh, it's a lovely Wednesday here in Auckland. I have a hair in my eye. Yeah. Woo, off to a strong start. Oh, look at all the people. Good morning, Joel. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Wabby. First question of the day, will Chocobo and Klingon make it into the next update? Oh, I'd love to have Klingon in before we leave. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, or Trekkie. So, that's very appealing to me. Hello, Senses. How are you today? Here's it going. So, today, I would ideally like to better protect my planets. These big space whales are coming, and I know that they're already big. It's kind of like an oxymoron when I think about it, because they're already huge, but I want to set up a better protection network. You know, a firewall for my solar system. Oh man. I actually wrote stuff down. Space elevator, purple research, shipping research. Is that old? Maybe. Oh, right. I think Get Vaccinated was our most recent planet. Get vaccinated, everybody. If you afforded that privilege. There's nothing really going on this planet. It's gonna get eaten a lot, I think. Hello, Ninja. How are you? Oh, it is late in Scotland. 11 p.m. Woo. Love it. I'm glad you're doing well, Senses, too. That is wonderful. I am good. I'm good. Nothing super interesting to report. Sam and I, aka Chief Monkey, will be, we're trialing a new segment in about an hour, where he just comes on for a little bit and gives an update to you all about the progress of the game and the next update. So that'll be really interesting. I'm keen to see how that goes. So I'm just kind of establishing where I am right now. We got some moo cows in the swamp. That's good for us. Does someone want to name a cow? I'm gonna forget where that cow is. Oh my gosh, which planet do I protect? Okay, let's actually just go from Toffee Pop, which is our first. So Toffee Pop's protected. I've kind of just left a bunch of my planets to it, eh? Y'all can figure it out. You'll be fine. Okay, we got a space elevator here. Looking forward to hearing what's been happening. I've been tinkering with the planet editor this week and it's awesome. Oh, that is so good to hear. That is wonderful. How did you find the UI and the general experience of it? Because I know that it can be a little bit overwhelming. Yes, do post some screenshots in the Discord, please. But yes, there's a lot of buttons. It can be a little bit overwhelming. So we'd love your feedback if you have any. So this planet's doing alright. Got a little bit of EDM ushering us into this settlement. Got some gaps in my research here. I've still got to build an astrobalenium mine. Ooh. I'm pretty sure Squaggle's protected too. Excellent. So Squaggle's good. Toffee Pop's good. What about Planet McPlanetface? Classic name. Absolutely classic. Okay, cool. We've got a space elevator here too. What about magnets and... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't need that explorer's hut no more. Get rid of that. Give me those tools, please. Thank you very much. Yes, it was overwhelming in terms of the amount of available from the off. From the off. I haven't heard that before. But I found it super easy to establish a planet and start a new game with my own design. Really happy with it. That's awesome. Fantastic. That's what we like to hear. I play a lot of early access experimental branch games, so I'm always happy to roll up my sleeves and get stuck in. Love it. I'm so glad. Oh, we're so lucky to have a good community. Oh! Oh! Okay, so this little settlement isn't protected, so I might build a space elevator here, although that might be a little bit of a challenge because we don't have a lot of the stuff needed. So I'm gonna have to ship in a lot of stuff. I also don't think we have a desert island here. Oh wait, no, this isn't the planet I want. I think I want get vaccinated maybe? Okay, yeah, let's just leave that one to it. So brutal. And let's get this island sorted out. Alright. Whew. It always takes me a little while to like kind of reorient myself in my games. I've mentioned this before, you all know what's up. Let's just slap it right here. Okay, so we need wood, cement, stone, tools, steel, glass, and gadgets. So we should be able to build some mining. Oh, actually, maybe we can just import it. Maybe we can just import it. Which one's education? This one's education. Okay, cool. So we need to import steel. Stone. Oh, this poor ship's just gonna be like, ugh. I might actually make a new trade route for it. Oh, it's like a little weather pattern happening. That's cool. Okay. Oh, itchy eye. You posted a screenshot a few days ago? I didn't see that. My bad. Oh dear. Let's build another ship'ems. Carry resources between ports. Yeah. Nothing wrong with basics. So true. So true. Simple is fine, actually. You know? So while I remember, there will be no stream next week because the team and I will be down in Wellington for NZGDC or New Zealand Game Developers Conference. Should be really nice. seeing Wellington. It's a beautiful little city here in New Zealand. The food is great. I always look forward to eating. I'm just like, yes, it's a food time. But it's always really nice coming home and having a home cooked meal. Best of both worlds, if you ask me. Okay, this is gonna take a little while. So it might actually be worth building some stuff here. Networking! Yeah, we will be networking. Always fun. Or up in Wellington. Yeah, that's mind-boggling. Back home in Oz, I feel like we say down, regardless of where you're going. So I'm just going down to Brisbane and you're like from Melbourne. Hold up. We are all going, yes. It'll be really, really nice. Ha! No stream? What else am I supposed to use to ruin my sleep schedule then? Anime. And you know I'm right. Actually, let's just extend that all the way down here. Let's build a little elevator. I don't know if you guys can hear the music as clearly as I can, so I could just be boogieing along to nothing right now. And that's fine. That's actually fine. So we're pretty low on peeps here, come to think of it. Probably need more houses. We're talking about travelling to London and I don't know why. I gather there are particular linguistic rules about travelling to London. Oh, right, I'm with you now. Whoa. I've got so many elevators on this island. I've got 3. Wow. Wow. Love it. Okay. Build a quarry. Oh, we are struggling for tools. Yeah, we need to get our own production set up here. Because it just ain't happening. It ain't happening for us. No, not that one. We want this one. Oh, you were in the middle of an episode when you got the stream notification and you paused your episode? For little old bouncing monkey games? I'm so flattered. That's amazing. Oh! It's the real deal, man. So, the idea of before we leave mouse pads has been floated. I don't know if y'all saw. Let me just move that ugly old screen out of the way, but I posted a backdrop, there we go, into our Discord. I just made it up for Anna. But it looks alright, huh? It's not bad. So this is 3480. So it goes across to 1080p monitors. I think I've got that right. Oh my god, it's too early in the morning for numbers. And I'm aware that it's after 10 o'clock, leave me alone. And Deadmate was like, oh my gosh, I'd love that as a mouse pad. I think that's a pretty neat idea. I have also never been to London. I came close. My mum was like, gosh, 10 or so years ago. She was like, let's go on a trip to England together. And I was like, Mum, there's absolutely no way I'm traveling with you internationally. She's very full on and gets very stressed when she travels. It's a little bit of a nightmare, even though her offer was extremely generous. I was just like, nah, I'm good. Thank you, though. I have family in Maidenhead. And up in Norfolk. So they'd probably be chill if I came. Okay, I want tools. We are struggling right now. Are there really no trees on this island? Do I not have a woodcutter? And there's gremlins. Hell. Damn it. Gosh, Domot. Do I really not have a woodcutter on this island? Resource extraction. I don't! What the what? No wonder I'm like, I'm really struggling. Gosh, I'm really struggling. It helps to have a woodcutter. No woodcutter. I know, I've just been importing my wood. What's up with that? It's just like, what's a nation that imports heaps of wood? Singapore? I want to say Singapore, but I actually don't know. So how's our elevator going? It's actually not going as badly as I thought, but I am going to pause that in favor of getting more tools. Tools 49. Let's just stop that for now. Let's stop that. And let's focus on getting tools. Oh, my voice. Yeah, there's not really that many trees. It's this one, and I had to like clear a bunch of trees to plant stuff there. Oh, I've got tree trunks. Just like haven't really got the population to support everything that I'm trying to do right now. So that's first on the list here. Let's just build some little suburbs. Ugh. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to... I'm just actually gonna ignore that one. I think it's too close to my settlement. So let's just... build some more houses against the cliffs. Ooh, quarry views. Very industrial. Would y'all want to live near Astrobalenium? AKA Space Whale Poop, which I only realised was Space Whale Poop like a month ago. China is apparently the biggest importer of wood. The more you know. I wonder why. Interesting. Oh no, exporter. Oh dear. I think New Zealand also exports a lot of wood as well. What am I doing? I want a stepped warehouse, but again, I don't have enough freaking tools. This is not good. I've really neglected my tool production here. Should just automatically do it. Iron smelter. Frick. Oh boy. Don't put your settlement too close to the oil. Don't want Space World USA norming your settlement, trying to get to it. Woo! You're so right. Oh, go away. Please don't take my oil. Gosh, you're on fire today, Joel. Surely NZ imports wood. They need lots of beautiful decks. Wow. I'm not gonna say that with the Kiwi accent. They're both the biggest importer and exporter? Why though? That's so weird. Why would you... Wouldn't you just keep your wood? I'm not an economist. I don't know. China must know something that I don't. We still need tools, gang. It's a problem. Okay, alright. How many tools have I got in here? None. Can I like demolish something? How are we going for importing tools? Why am I having such bad luck importing things? Let's just kill the shipping lane entirely and start it again. Maybe I missed something. I do not know. I was also doing wood. Let's just leave it like that for now. Why is it not importing wood? Leslie Nielsen, wow. I feel like he was a funny dude. I've not watched any of his movies. Okay, so that's only taking one tool across. What the what? Why though? Tell me. I've got heaps of tools. Oh, because my population here stinks as well. Got it. Let's just build some houses. I'm hesitant to like click on that that link, Joel, just because I upload things to YouTube and I don't want them to like copyright slap me with something. I'm not super familiar with how it works. Just like, YouTube's gonna come along with the ban hammer and smack me with it. Ow. Oof. Check the storage in your port on the receiving end of tools to make sure there's enough room to accept them. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's like my main tip to people. Yeah, got heaps of room. Unbelievable. It's all spoken word, not music, which I've never heard being DCMA'd. I'm not a lawyer though. No, I'm not going to abbreviate it. Man, maybe I should watch some of his movies. I feel like my grandfather really liked them. Maybe? Heaps of room. Heaps, mate. Naked bun? Bun? Like, bread bun? Bread. Still no tools. Gosh dang it. Alright. Controversial move, but I'm gonna get rid of one of my orchards. And... what's that? Oh! That's cool. I think that's new. Mega space whales. Hey, Kuja. How's it going? I was saying before that it's like kind of an oxymoron. Because all of the space whales are really big. And I'm like, the big space whales are coming. But aren't they all big? They're just bigger. It's past midnight. My typing ability has already gone to sleep. Yeah, you're going through it. Oh. It's okay. It's alright. Pardon me. Alright. Can I please get a waffle? Or some tools? Oh, frick. Still don't have it. Enough. Enough. I should probably slap those next to each other. I think they get a bonus. You. Oh, you know what's probably happening? The gremlins are probably nicking my stuff. That makes sense. Ooh, ooh, space whales, just as large as Pluto. Space whales. Oh, I need a power generator too. Wow, it is not happening for me today, y'all. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear. Your peeps on education on get vaccinated are getting thirsty. Yeah, I bet they are, huh? Because there's only one well. Am I gonna have to get rid of this? Yep. Put another well down. Gosh. Cuddle Island and get vaccinated. If you get vaccinated, you can have cuddles. The more you know. Okay. Alright, has our tool production changed in any way? I feel like things are getting built, so maybe we're okay now. Oh, it's so polluted. It's so polluted already. Gentle screaming. There we go. I screamed. Men. Only the best names on this stream. Always. Very sad we no longer have double whales. Was there a bug at some point where there was like 2-for-1 deal in the realm of space whales where you get 2? Actually, Joel, speaking of vaccines, did you get yours recently? I feel like we were talking about it at some point. Yes, and they fixed it. Okay, cool. I lose track of what we do. We do a lot. We do so much. But no, seriously, we do. It's like a bit dizzying. Like, did we fix that? Alright. Things are looking up Millhouse. We've got decent tool production now. I might... Tea field. Interesting. Okay, well I want my orchard back. Your peeps' moods on future whale food and Planet Face have improved. Well, that's good. I've been ignoring them. So good for them. You are the CM. I expect you to know the date, patch number, and description of every change. Nah. I don't have enough room in my head for that. I know too much other stuff. I'm a very weird CM, I think. No. I want to, but the web portal thing was down last I checked, and my phone broke last week, so there's no way I can... Ah! Rip your phone! There's no way to check if I can go get my 5G injection yet. Lol. What other stuff do I know? Well, I cut out trailers. And I'm not sure if that's like a super common thing for community managers to do. I've also been helping interview people for our producer role. So I just like, I have my community management duties and then all the other stuff I do. I actually wrote a list recently of everything that I do and I've done and I can do in my role. And it's weird. It's like, it's extremely varied. And I'm really proud of myself that I can do so much. But yeah, when it comes to things like remembering when a certain fix happened, it ain't gonna happen. You're a Renaissance woman. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Hello, Bowie. How are you? The community manager and other stuff. That's very much me. Yes, so my title is community and media manager, but I'm just like a local friend and gremlin in the studio. Will 100% boss people around. Next update, yes. I'm not sure if you were here last week, Bowie, but we were looking at our planet editor update. We are going to have Sam on in the next half an hour, or Chief Monkey, as he's better known in our Discord, to talk about the changes that are coming. But basically what we're doing is we're rolling out a customizable planet editor, and you can like go in and make your own planets and then use those planets to play before we leave. So you can like really dress up the islands and the planets to be approximately what you want, and like customize amounts of resources that are in the buildings and so on and so forth. It's really cool. There's also some other stuff coming as well, like popular requested fixes, like being able to plant trees without a path going to that tree that you want to plant. Renaissance woman is a woman who can do all the things if she wills it. That's that on that. She gets what she wants. She gets what she wants. What else are we doing with our update? There's a experimental branch. My computer made a sound and I'm not happy about it. Oh, my friend just asked me if I'm doing okay and I can't reply to her because I'm streaming! Caroline, if you're watching this, I'm great. And I hope you are too. Okay, here we go. So for those of you who don't know, this is me. Of course there's a space whale coming the minute I open another bloody screen. Of course. Stay away. Go. Buzz off. Actually, I'm going to pause. I'll just go on slow actually while I'm doing this. Go away. Okay, here we go. Exactly. Kitten Island, sure. D20 planet, nat 20 every time. Entire island made of well poop, sure. I wouldn't live on it. That's awesome. I was about to ask about whether the planet editor would be the last addition to the game. Oh gosh. I hope not. We have a lot of plans for before we leave. Have you all seen my roadmap? Have you all seen my beautiful baby boy? And by boy, I mean my roadmap. Okay, this isn't the actually the post that I want. Let's just go. This is what I want. Oh, Steam, why do you keep doing that to me? There we go. There's like a weird little bug in Steam where if you open up a post, it'll like take you to another post really randomly. It's super weird. I don't know why. So yeah, as well as the planet editor, we're doing building forests without a road connection, building upgraded buildings directly, which is a really nice feature. You don't have to place the base building and then like work to upgrade it. You can just, if you have the resources for it, you can just straight up build that settlement. Technologies in the tech panel will have colored borders according to the highest research type they need, which is a really nice change. And large space whales have been changed so that they won't be as instantly destructive. You have one or two passes where they usually won't eat much of importance, so you've got time to react and set up shield defenses. So you can actually go in right now, if you own Before We Leave on Steam, and test out these changes in our experimental branch. And yeah, so Sam will be coming on in the next little while to talk about what he and Isaac, our tech artist / programmer, have been doing this week. Can I get more destructive whales? I mean, yes. I think you can. Can you fiddle with the difficulty settings and get more destructive whales? Or if you really want that thrill, Cujo, you can just like hire a boat, go out into the Pacific Ocean and like wait for a real life whale to smash your boat to smithereens with their tail. Oh, you own it on EGS? Okay, we're actually trying to get this on EGS, but the wheels of progress move slowly when you deal with really big companies. So I'm very sorry that it's not on EGS yet. I saw the roadmaps a few weeks ago. Did y'all hear about that guy that got into the mouth of a bloody humpback whale? And the whale spat him back out? I love whales. I think they're beautiful creatures, but mate, I would not want to be that close to one. That's a no from me, dog. Ah. Yeah, it was good timing, wasn't it? With the Space Whale ominous music when I alt-tabbed A. Maybe we should go over the roadmap right now. God, where even is it? Don't look at my disgusting folder setup. No. Oh wow, where is it? Roadmap V2? This could be it. Sweet. Okay, this is our roadmap. We've already done the quality of life, but we're always doing quality of life updates. We've done the scenario update that shipped at the same time as we came out on Steam. Our mid-year update has actually been split into several different updates. We have a Mac build coming. It's being tested at the moment with Team 17. They're doing some great work for us on the QA front, so thanks gang. Appreciate it. Editable planets, or the planet editor update is what we've been talking about recently. It was going to ship with the editable scenarios, but it turned out to be such a big update and so much work needed to happen with Before We Leave behind the scenes to like refactor code and that sort of thing that we actually ended up splitting it into two. So editable scenarios might be coming later on if that's something that people are still keen for. Editable planets obviously coming soon, and a new thing. Nothing that we can talk about yet, but we'll probably have news coming in the next couple of months, so you'll have to sit tight for that one. Any questions? When a community manager and Gantt charts loved each other very much. Oh, Joel. Oh, man. Pinocchio? Why Pinocchio? I didn't check chat for a little while and now I'm lost. A humpback whale can't swallow humans, so it just makes me feel ill thinking about it. Oh. I'm waiting for a new thing before actually playing the game. Yes. So, hello Sam, I see you floating in chat now. Infmon is Chief Monkey. Or Sam. Oh, I'm with you now. Oh my god, I haven't seen Pinocchio since I was like 5. So I'm like, what? I forgot about that. That is a thing that happens in it. That's a good joke, and it completely flew over my head because I'm like 50,000 years old apparently, and I can't remember things I saw in my childhood. Yes. So like 15 years ago, Emily, yeah. When did Pinocchio come out? I'm 30, so I feel like it was out in the 90s, which is when I saw it. Oh god, I don't know. Don't look at me! There was also a story in Australia recently of a dude that was just vibing and fishing, and a humpback whale came up and just smacked his boat. He nearly died. He had like several broken bones, fractured ribs, a cheeky little bit of trauma, and it came out in 1940. It is 40. It is older than all of us. Frick. Wow. What Disney did with animating back in the day was incredible. Far out. They did some cool stuff. And now they own everything. Everything. Disney has their fingers in all the pies, man. So we're still struggling for peeps on this island. Let's just build a cheeky little hut right here. Just a happy little hut. Maybe some here too. Lovely. How long until Disney owns Balancing Monkey? Oh, wow. Imagine being owned by Disney. Probably never. Probably never. I saw a documentary about how Walt Disney invented a machine where you could move several layers of background. It is crazy to see how much work it takes to make such a movie back in the day. True. When Disney buys over Tencent. Now there's another really big company. Tencent own like a little bit of grinding gear games here in New Zealand, right? Oh, they're so mad. They're so unhappy. Sorry, peeps. Do I have a clothing thing set up here? That might be a nice little treat for my peeps so they're not wandering around in rags. Oh, shoot. I have to get rid of this tree. Sorry, tree. Sorry. And Rocketworks. I think I've been traumatized by No Man's Sky disrupting my playthrough with surprise updates. That's why I have trouble investing gameplay time into actively developed games. Sorry, English isn't my native language. Oh, really? Oh, you're doing great, Bowie. You're doing great. You're doing absolutely fine. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. Oh, I wish I could be like, oh yeah, no, it'll be fine, but it might not be. I mean, we could do something that means that save games will have to start again, but maybe not. So yeah, I understand your hesitation. Tencent owns a little bit of every game studio. Not us! Well, maybe we... Actually, I wonder if they own any part of Team 17. Because then they kinda do. Let's just get rid of that. I'm patiently waiting for Before We Leave to become a retro cult classic. Oh my god. Oh, wow! Give it 20 years then? Apparently Disney lose the copyright of Mickey Mouse soon, but the law has been changed every time the date has come close. Are you serious? So the law is being changed to placate Disney. Wow, Disney really do have all their fingers in the pie, huh? That's so cooked. Oh. Oh my god. I can't do that here because I don't have the fertility for cotton. Alrighty. So we're gonna just suffer a lot internally because I just demolished like a whole buttload of trees. Let's build a scout ship. See if there's a an island on this planet that can give me some clothes. That's whack. The US law changes the law so that Disney can continually own Mickey Mouse. He's not that cool, gang. Disney, you need to chill. Like, Mickey Mouse, okay, yeah, I get it. He's iconic, but by and large, he's not that cool. Copyright protection is important, but we need to start protecting culture and art at some point. That is so bang on. Accurate AF. Isn't copyright law like super duper old now? I remember looking into it when I was working at my last studio, and they wanted to use some important people from history. The Wright brothers, I think it was, the people who did all that stuff with flying, and they were particularly litigious with their copyright stuff. Like, they really screwed people over with it. And I think that's kind of when the laws were established, so it's like old as, man. What's going on? Okay. Does this island have fertility? Does this island have the frog? Probably not, right? I'm not gonna risk it. I might just import clothing, actually. Every time. Wow. Yes, every time the date Mickey becomes public domain, the law got changed to extend the time before something enters public domain. I'm only looking to make frog soup for new peeps. Yeah, you're not. Oh, what the flip? The front door. Oh, that's a humongous whale coming to eat my shorts. Alright, you big baleen dum-dum. Oh! I thought it was a big one. And it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We don't need to panic. Really? Tolkien, huh? Only a few years until Tolkien becomes public domain in Canada. If the only thing it aids is your shorts, you are okay. Shorts are easily replaceable. Whenever I hear shorts, I think of that kid in Pokemon. I think it's like Soul Silver, Heart Gold, who's like, I love shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. Like, that is so burned into my brain. Rude boy, get out of here. So much of my gaming career started from abandonware games. So what is an abandonware game? Exactly. I've heard the phrase before, but I'm actually not super familiar with it. Oh. Okay, we're importing clothing. Nothing going to get vaccinated right now. Okay, we don't need you. Probably don't need you. So let's go Toffee Pop to get vaccinated. Wow, I can't believe Lord of the Rings will be in the public domain. I think the Tolkiens have a fair bit of influence, so I wonder if they'll be able to do what Disney do. I can see them absolutely busting a bloody gut over it, and not in a good way, being like, ugh. There's already like a lot of conversation happening about like interpretations of Tolkien's work, whether that's Lord of the Rings or the Silmarillion or something else. I read a great article recently called Queer Readings of Tolkien's Work Aren't an Accident, and it like went into Tolkien. I'm a massive Lord of the Rings nut, full disclosure. It went into like Tolkien's politics and what he believed, and the times in which he wrote Lord of the Rings, and like what general public sentiment was around being gay. For something, a little interesting factoid is that Lord of the Rings was like released a few days after Alan Turing died. So I thought that was very interesting. Abandonware games are basically games that are super old that clearly aren't supported as well, and probably has developers that have since closed, like 20-year-old DOS games. Emily has 7 gerbils, each one named after a member of the Fellowship. I wish. Oh, that's funny. Basically, before GOG was a thing, or Good Old Games was a thing, it would have been impossible to find, so abandonware sites would host them. Wow, yeah. Things are different now. Oh, I need to set up. Let me just add clothing to that. Nowadays you have GOG, an internet archive, which is similar but less dodgy. You know what I want? I want Donkey Kong 64 to be ported to the Switch, and I know it's never going to happen because of copyright nonsense, but I just want it, okay? That's all I want. Give me what I want, please. What was I doing here? Okay, I was getting clothing. Wow, we've gone down a rabbit hole. Like, hang on, where was I? Still no tools. Interesting. Are the gremlins nicking my damn tools? I try and be charitable with the gremlins, eh? I'm just like, it's not their fault, they're mean little pricks. To be blunt. Is that a You little rat, what are you stealing? Stone. Okay, you're allowed to have stone. Wait a minute. Is that a gremlin in my tool shed? Get out of the tool shed! There was another one. They are nicking my... Unbelievable. Stop stealing my stuff! Oh, bye, Bowie. Have fun. The more they steal your stuff, the faster they don't. Let's just put it like that. Kuja. Oh my gosh, the 1983 Donkey Kong on MS-DOS. I'm gonna lose my bloody mind. Bloody gremlins, unbelievable. Sound like my father being like, get in the tool shed, because I was that kid that just didn't listen. I was like, tool shed, hell yeah, let me at it. Actually, I found bullets in my grandfather's tool shed once that he brought back from World War II. When Nan found out that I found them, oh my god, I think you all can imagine what happened. Sorry, Pop, did not mean to get you put on blast by Nana Brown. Wait, you were sent to the tool shed when you were bad? Totally. Confirmed. Wait, what? Are you guys seeing this? They're like on top of each other. What an opportune pause. Can we please acknowledge this? What is going on here? I've never seen that before. They're just like on each other. Wow. Okay. Are they actually nicking my tools? Okay, I don't think they're nicking the tools, but they're nicking the ingredients for them. Which is very rude if you ask me. Time to do something about the load shotgun with the religious intent. Oh no, Ninja. Oh. Lots of jokes about me hanging out in my pop's tool shed. I just went out and hung. Weren't you guys curious as kids where you were like, oh, there's this place that I don't know if I'm allowed to go. It's so alluring. I want to go there. Did you all not do that? I did actually see something nasty in the tool shed. It was my father's tool shed and he got into a lot of trouble from my mother. 3 guesses what it was. Dad, why is there a pretty lady on the wall? Ooh. That was a hell of an argument. Poor dad. He's just trying to vibe. Yeah, you'll know what happened. My dad never had a tool shed. Aw, more of a techie guy? That's fair. Where's that stepped warehouse at? I love the stepped warehouse. It's so cool. Yeah, one up there, please. Thank you. What? I missed that. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, don't be naughty. Okay, we're gonna... Dang it, you can't delete stuff on Twitch. Oh, Joel's off to the naughty corner. Oh. Damn it, I was trying to be underhanded and cheeky. Very subtle. Funny thing is, my wife's dad is was the tool shed guy. So she is the handy one. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, what did y'all get up to as kids? Also, Sam, if you're hearing this, I will call you very soon. So we want... Oh, Kucha. As a kid, if I did something bad, I'd put myself in the corner. Was at a grandparent's house and they came home and found me in the corner. To this day, no one knows what I did and I don't remember. That is so ominous. Kucha, did you kill JFK? I bet you did. Sorry if that gets you arrested. Oh, kids are funny. I played video games a lot as a kid. My dad always had a computer in the house. I hated sports. Me too. Me too. I may or may not have built a time machine to do things decades before I was born. Yeah, I guess that's a naughty corner worthy thing. Alright, I'm gonna ring Chief Monkey, aka Sam. Mr. Barham, prepare yourself.
Hello.
Hello. Can everyone hear Sam okay?
I can.
Yeah. Thank you. unbelievable. I'm just going to turn down the game sound just in case. So everyone can hear you nice and clearly. Kuja said that he can hear you, so yes,
that's all that's important.
Are you seeing the shade in chat right now? Ninja says, yes, sadly we can hear him. Wow. Oh, how are you today?
Not bad.
That's good. I love this for us. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So what have you been working on today? Or since our last stream, I guess.
Wow. I was just looking at our patch notes because I figured I should probably try and be informed.
One of us needs to know.
Sorry?
One of us needs to know.
Yeah, one of us needs to know. So since you streamed the Planet Editor last week, was that only last week?
That was last week, Sam, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we spotted a few things that weren't quite right in that, and we've had a couple of people give us a whole bunch of feedback from the experimental branch. So pretty much we're just going through fixing all kinds of things. Several bits and pieces that the Planet Editor didn't let you add yet, like we haven't done it yet, but we're going to add in the ability to add that flowery biome from one of the scenarios.
Yes, please.
And all sorts of things like that.
Yeah.
We have made it so that this is a big one. In the main game, you're going to be able to control-click on a building button and access all its upgrades in a list. So instead of having to like place a building and then upgrade it and then upgrade it and then upgrade it, you can just go and place it directly.
Yep.
Yep. The only requirement there is you have to have already built that upgrade before. So like if you haven't already upgraded a building, the kitchen 3, you can't directly place the kitchen 3 yet.
Okay.
Until you've done the upgrade the manual way once. And yeah, stuff like that. Custom planets now rotate when they're in the game. We've disabled achievements when you're playing a game with custom planets. We had one person create a custom planet with 1,000 people on it, load it into the game, and suddenly get the achievement for having a game with 1,000 people in it.
Oh, that's such a tough achievement too.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. I was like, oh
no. He said that he was almost at the point of getting it for real, and suddenly this went and gave it to him, which is a little bit disappointing.
God, sorry. I remember reading that in Discord, being like, oh, crap.
Well, they were on the experimental branch.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for. You get what the name says.
That is true. It's very experimental.
It is.
Yes.
It's getting better.
Yes.
And also, so today I'm working on Steam Workshop support. So we've got it that you can upload files to the Steam Workshop. And I'm just finishing off a few things around that, and then I'm going to start on the bit for downloading files from Steam Workshop.
That's cool.
And you can also export planets as a file, so EGS players that don't have access to the Steam Workshop can still hand files to their friends and export them and all that sort of thing.
Marvelous. That's really good.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Doing heaps of stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of things.
And yeah, I had a friend message. I don't think I actually told you this. I had a friend message me who loves Before We Leave. She's it's very flattering actually. She's like basically gotten all of the achievements and has sunk hours and hours and hours into the game. It also helps that she's been in quarantine.
Right.
And she was like, yeah, I don't want to make my own planets in the Planet Editor. I just want to be able to download other people's, and it felt so good being like, well, did you know you'll be able to do that? Oh! That was a nice feeling. Yep. So how will it actually work? You'll go onto the Steam, just for let's just talk about Steam, because I guess that's
Yep.
easier. People will
Yep.
have a better grasp of how Steam works. I know I do. So people will be able to go into the Steam workshop and just like opt in to builds,
Yep.
kind of like you do with, let's say, a game like Skyrim, where you like go into the workshop and there's like a billion mods, and you just hit like add to list or download or whatever, and it will just
Yeah.
add it to your game like that.
Yep. That's the one.
Oh, that's super easy. Nice.
Yeah. I think the way it works is it doesn't start downloading those files until you play the game. So if you hit subscribe or whatever it is to a whole bunch of new planets, and then go and start playing before we leave, you'll have to wait a wee while for them to actually download before you can actually play a game with them. But that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you can also just export them as a file, regardless of whether you're on Epic or Steam version, and that just, save dialog comes up, you choose your location, creates a file that you can then hand to anyone to import into their game.
Awesome. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Hey chat, do you all have any questions for the one and only Chief Monkey, aka Sam? I wonder if people will, like, one half of our community will know you as Sam, and then another half will know you as Chief, and there'll be like wait, Chief is Sam? What? At some point, like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of mentally preparing for that.
Have to have a battle between the two halves.
The two egos. There live two wolves inside all of us. Kuja, I do not use only one elevator. I've got several. There's one here. Unbelievable. I'm so attacked right now. There's one here. There's one here. Fisticuffs of Dawn. Kuja. Unbelievable. Sensor said I played the editor this week and I really enjoyed it. Yay!
Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah.
Kuja's still bullying me. Oh, did you see the gremlin stacking before?
I did.
I still have the screenshot, actually. I should chuck it
Yeah,
into
I was watching when that happened. That was hilarious.
I've still got it. Excellent. Cool. I'm just going to put that in our Discord before it vanishes. Because I have a habit of copy-pasting everything under the sun. We all know him as Enfmon. No clue who Sam or Chief is. Oh no, Sam. That's right.
Yeah, I'm actually 3 people.
Oh god.
It makes typing really difficult because we're all like gathered around the one keyboard having to coordinate who hits which key.
No joke though, that sounds like a living nightmare. Oh my god. Far out. That would suck. Cool. What's coming up? Okay, other than NZGDC, where you're giving your very first keynote, which is a bit exciting, and I know that you're absolutely thrilled about it, and you can't wait to do it.
Can't wait to have it done.
Spoken like a true introvert.
That's the one.
So, other than that, is there anything else that's going to be happening within the next week or 2 weeks, since we're going to be away, we won't be streaming next week, that the people will want to know about?
Theoretically, the Mac build should be out soon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the date. It's all just basically waiting on QA to finish testing it and stuff, but it should be out soon.
Absolutely fantastic.
Planet Editor update feels like it's in the final stretches, but I'd be a little bit surprised if it got released in the next 2 weeks.
I need to make a trailer.
But honestly, don't know.
Yeah. And we're away next week, so that makes it a bit
What else
tough.
is going on? Oh, I heard you talking about it before.
Yes.
I've had an email back from Epic.
Love it.
So I can't guarantee that we'll be able to do anything, but it looks like we're on the way to making the experimental branch available on EGS.
Oh, that's such good news.
But it was just sort of an initial email, so I can't guarantee that it'll definitely happen.
All good. That's great. the person who was asking about it isn't actually here anymore, which is a little unfortunate. But we come back. We've got good news for you. I should have done that. I'm just playing while you chat with me.
Yep.
Cool.
Got to multitask.
Yeah. Wonderful. That's all great news. Thank you.
No worries.
Census says keynote. Yes. I don't know. Do you know if it'll be recorded actually? I think Joel
Not a clue.
Yeah, I think Joel was saying that they don't record talks, which is a little bit disappointing given COVID times. Surely they'll record it.
I've got a vague idea that they said they were going to record all the talks this year.
Good.
But I could be completely wrong.
Good. Okay, sweet. The people will want to see your talk for sure. It's by the way, everyone, it's really nice. It's a nice talk. I think fingers crossed they do record it and they do upload it on the YouTube. We don't really have any control over that. But if that happens, I'll put it in our Discord and across our social media, and I'll make a big song and dance about it. Good ammunition to troll Sam / Chief Monkey / Infmon with. That's it. Oh.
Yep, that's what I'm for. I'm just here to be trolled.
Yeah, I mean, I want to argue with that, but the amount of times I've been like, local legend Sam Barra, because that one tweet that the Dunedin game developers made like a year ago.
Yeah.
It's become a tool to bludgeon you with, like, ha.
Yep.
Sorry, Sam.
And now the internet knows it.
Oh no! Oh no! Local legend Craigism. Yep, that's it. If I get my pay docked, I'll know why. Oh, that's so funny. Census also says, keep up the awesome work. Hope you're all keeping safe and happy. Yeah, we're great.
Yeah.
We are all good. Do you have a local legend jar in the office? We should. And every time I go to the office, it'll just be me depositing like at least a month's worth of pay.
Man, I'd be just rolling in it.
Yeah. You'd be getting steak dinners every night.
Yeah. Not anymore, I'm a vegetarian now. Used to like steak, but...
Okay, what's the vegetarian equivalent? Just really expensive portobello mushrooms. The size of your
something
head.
like that.
Yeah. With a bit of Parmesan cheese on top. I'm gonna make myself hungry. I need to stop talking about mushrooms. I love mushrooms. They're pretty great. Oh no. Nice. The chief is a legend to us, so he's an international legend. Oh, that's...
Been upgraded.
Yay! International legend there, Borum. Oh man. Okay, well, I've made you suffer enough today, so I'll let you... I'll let you get back to work. Chat, is there anything you want to ask Sam before I cut him loose and release him back into the wild?
In 5, 4...
I don't know if the delay's that short. Thanks for the update, Chief. Great to hear from you. Before he leaves, oh my god. That joke happens a lot. Cool, I think we are all good.
Cool.
Rad. Thank you so much, Sam.
See ya all later. Oh, how do I feel about being a local legend? It's a thing. I don't mind. I'm not really a local legend. They just called me that. Turned into a thing.
He's lying. Or I guess, well, you're telling the truth. I think you're a local legend to us. You're great. So I know you love it when I praise you like this. So I'll let you go squirm. So humble. Yep, that's it. Ninja says sorry. I had to do it. Yeah, that's understandable.
That's alright.
All right,
had to be done.
Get out of here. I'll stop. Let's stop you suffering.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh. All right, let's get that sound back. Poor Sam. So funny. Some people are born legends, others have legendhood thrust upon them. Oh my god, Sam, I'm so sorry. I thought I'd mentioned it in front of the community before and it just wasn't a thing that people like really took to. I was incorrect in that assumption. That's so funny to me. Oh. Oh, this is entirely my fault. Cool beans. Do I already have a steel smelter? No, you probably have. I think I must have, right? He is getting invited to do a lot of things now, though. We're gonna have to start rationing his time. Oh. He keeps winning awards and the whales are going to target him. Oh man, you have said it before, we do this every time. Really? Man, my memory's not good today. That's funny. Need steel, still need tools. Someone asked if I haven't eaten yet. That is correct. I have just had a coffee. What I usually do is I finish this... Oh, senses. I have heard. I was like debating whether or not to talk about what's been happening with Blizzard Activision on the stream today. It's actually been something that I've been thinking about a lot over the past week. Yep. Yeah, we have been talking about it. It is indeed. Oh my god, is the sensitive subject the food? What's happening at Blizzard Activision? I won't mention the homemade toasted muesli. Well, if you talk to me about food, just have to send me some. Before I get into the Blizzard Activision stuff, I just want to say yesterday I put half an avocado into my smoothie because of a random comment I read on the internet on a video from a Aussie cook called That's What I Reckon, who swears a lot, so get ready if you want to watch his videos for a lot of swearing. He's very Australian. And y'all, it was so good. I couldn't taste the avocado at all, but it made it so creamy and delicious. I would recommend it. If you can eat avocados, just make your regular smoothie and then slap half an avo in it. It will go off. I promise you this. I'm very passionate about this. I'm a massive foodie and I love food. And now I'm thinking about food again. Just like, goodbye, brain. Yeah. So what's going on in chat? I've read the document with the accusations and it's horrible. So content warning for people who are watching. I'm actually gonna... This is something that requires my full attention, so I'm actually gonna just like stop playing before we leave for a bit. Content warning for anyone who's watching on YouTube. What I'm about to talk about is pretty distressing. It involves sexual harassment, suicide, bullying, and all of that. Or, you know what, even if you're just not feeling like listening to more news about what's been going on at Activision Blizzard, then you might want to skip the video, or this segment of the video. I'll try and put a timestamp into the description so you all can just bounce ahead. I still need to get that recipe off you, Anna, by the way. There's also an article that came out about Ubisoft Singapore as well. That was a fun time too. Yeah. Yeah, so the video game industry has a problem. And it's so heartbreaking to read these articles that come out every year. Every year. So I started in games in around 2015, and it's getting better, I think. But, you know, as a woman in games, and as someone with a lot of queer friends in games, and other women friends in games, it's just like, it's just devastating, actually. And yeah, I think we will see other stuff from studios coming to light, like the big AAA studios. Even indie studios, like we have problems here in New Zealand, for crying out loud. Riot Games is supposed to be very bad. Oh my god. That's whack. I'm not gonna read that, Ninja, because that's pretty upsetting, but it's just so infantile. It's hard to believe how people can think behaving like that is acceptable as an adult human being. You're so right. You're so right. I'm just gonna take a quick sip of water. Sally, the problem isn't confined to the video games industry. It touches every walk of life. It's so soul-destroying to realize that we are, as a gaming community, are no different. Absolutely. You're so right. I'm actually just gonna have a quick piece of chocolate. 2 secs. I need chocolate for this. Also, I think I let my blood sugar run a bit too low and I'm feeling a bit shaky. Oopsie. Eat breakfast, everybody. But so I played WoW. Starting in about 2007, 2008. World of Warcraft is the reason why I'm with my partner. Actually, both of my serious relationships, World of Warcraft has played a huge part in them. World of Warcraft is the reason why I'm in games. It's the reason why I'm so passionate about community. And to read these problems that happened in the team that made a game that has been with me for over half of my life. I'm actually grieving, I think, to be honest with you all. I was talking to my partner, Mark, about it at a cafe, and I like certified started crying about it. Just being like, oh my god, this thing that I love is so tainted. So many people have suffered making this thing that should just be joyful. About bringing people together, about telling stories, about people having fun. Kuja, how are you feeling? Because you're quite close with people at Blizzard, right? I hope you're okay. I always wonder why all this stuff is coming to light now, and then I realised it took forever to get women to places where they could be put in these situations. Hello, Nat. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you, Nat. We're talking about what's been happening at Blizzard Activision. I'm so sorry. This might be a little bit a downer for you, considering that it's your birthday, but can we just like take a moment to say happy birthday to Nat, who's a fantastic person, wonderful human being, 10 out of 10, and it is people like Nat and other friends that I've made in the industry that make this job so worthwhile, and you guys as well, like the Before We Leave community and other communities on the internet. There is so much love in this industry, and so this awesome sense of community that I think when this sort of stuff comes out, it makes it just all the more devastating, because there is good stuff in games, right? Just checking chat. I'm okay, not playing Blizzard games tomorrow, the day that the staff has organised a walkout. Oh, okay. Me Too and Gamergate was the start, and it's shed light on this massive problem. Yep, big solidarity to the Blizzard staff. I can't imagine what they're going through. I cannot imagine what they're going through. I feel so sorry for them because, like, obviously there are people who obviously aren't abusers that work at Blizzard and other studios, and they put everything they have into these games, and then these awful allegations come out, and it's like, well, cool, my company is getting sledged on social media, and now not only do I have to deal with people in my company who are complete shitheads, I have to deal with people on the outside dunking on my company as well. Cool. And it's like an unwinnable situation, really. So, I have so much to say, I don't even know where to begin. Obviously, we at Balancing Monkey Games condemn this sort of behavior, and we as a studio strive to avoid this sort of behavior. We respect each other. I think we care and love each other so much. Like, there's just this real tight sense of community. And oh yeah, I also read a note that says they're changing a lot of things in WoW to deal with it. Hopefully they get rid of all the references to him. I assume you're talking about like Alex Asriabi. Apparently it was a company-wide culture thing, frat boy mentality through and through. So I actually read or listened, one of the two, to someone make a really, really good point about that. About the whole frat boy thing, is that it kind of, in a way, it kind of diminishes the seriousness of the culture of Blizzard. Because they're adults, right? These people are like probably well above the age of 21, into their 40s, maybe 50s. I don't know. And sorry gang, I have a lot of thoughts to say about this. It's just so upsetting, eh? We as an industry need to do better. We as the human race need to do better, because when I've seen a lot of people saying like, oh, okay, this isn't like a he said, she said, this is actually real, this is actually serious, you know, when it gets to the courts, you know, it's serious. And I'm like, well, hold on. Like, when people summon the courage and the bravery to speak out about this sort of behavior, just getting to that point takes so much. To go on social media and put yourself in a vulnerable position and open yourself up to even more harassment just because your voice hasn't been heard by the people around you, whether that is the person who has, you know, hurt you, the person or the people, like your friends, your community around you. So to get to that point, to be like on social media and being like, hey, this awful thing happened to me, to be heard, to be validated, y'all should be listening. We should be taking every single person who comes forward seriously. And it shouldn't get to the point of going to the bloody courts to be like, oh, okay, this is actually valid now. No, the reason why it gets to the point where it has to go to the courts after a 2-year investigation is because people don't get listened to. They talk about it and it gets ignored. So how are we as an industry, as a people, going to start listening to women, to men, to genderqueer people who come forward and be like, hey, like, I've experienced this horrible thing, and how are we going to make sure that we don't victim blame and gaslight and do equally horrible shit, you know? We need to validate. We need to take people seriously so these awful, awful, awful situations don't happen. Thank you very much for the follow, Gabriel. I'm well on my soapbox right now. Let's check chat. Oh! Full of adrenaline. God. They're like this because boys will be boys. It's unsurprising it turned out that way. Removes autonomy from the people perpetuating it and makes them mindless, autonomous drones with no choice, which is not true at all. The worst part of it all, the worst part of all this coming out is the way the higher ups responded to it. Like, oops, my bad, I'll be better. You are so right. You're so right. The statement that Blizzard released to the public, absolutely disgusting. Like, being like, oh, you know, how dare the Department of... Is it the Department of California? DEFH, I want to say? Or something like that. You know, how dare they accuse us of these things? Like, are you out of your mind? Excuse me? And to weaponize the death of a woman who was harassed so utterly and completely that she committed suicide? How dare you, Blizzard? I will never touch another one of their games. Even though I played World of Warcraft for 15 years, and it has made such a huge impact on my life, I will never touch that game again, mark my words. And I'm sorry that, you know, that sort of boycott, that sort of action will affect people at Blizzard. You know, they need money to give people work. But we need to, you know, vote with our wallets, or you know, hurt them where it hurts the most. And that, unfortunately, for Blizzard Activision, is their profit, right? I believe that frat boy mentality is referring to the fact that they learned that culture in their school years. It's more of an indictment of the misogynistic American school system. True that. The Department of Fair Housing and Employment, if I recall correctly. Thank you. For the last few months, I have been saying Blizzard is good at listening to the community but not talking with them to approve things. Guess it's true for staff as well as the community. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Yeah. We got a lot of work to do, folks. Us in the games industry, I should say. When stuff like this comes out about Riot, Ubisoft, Blizzard, how many other studios? I literally can't remember. I literally can't recall. Because there are so many, right? And as I said, it's not just AAA, it's indie as well. We have these problems here in New Zealand. If you are friends with someone who is an abuser or has had several accusations leveled against them, you need to take action. Cut that person out of your life. Call them out. If you have the spoons, talk to them. Hey, these things have happened. I've heard these things about you. Can we talk about it? Do you need help? Is there something that I can do? But don't ignore it. You cannot... I've seen a lot of this happening with indie people, and I'm probably gonna annoy some people by saying this, but I've seen a lot of people who will still talk to an abuser, still hang out with an abuser in the indie scene. Oh, you know, they didn't do that. That's not my friend. Well, they are that person to someone. If we're gonna change things in this industry, for sure, we need to take a hard stance against abusers. You cannot damn AAA studios with one hand and then excuse your friend's behavior with the other. That is unacceptable to me. Oh my god, my heart is racing as I say this. I don't usually speak out these days. Oh. A friend of mine who wants to get into the games industry has been using all these things to make a list of studios to avoid? Absolutely. If you are getting into the industry, or even if you are in the industry, take note of how studios and how people treat each other and avoid those studios. Own yourself and avoid toxic situations, because for a while we have a lot of cleaning up to do, and because of the issues with unionization in the games industry, you have to look after yourself. Take note of studios who are awful and avoid them. Warn people. Be graceful where you can. Be empathetic where you can. But being empathetic is not this. That doesn't mean that you should stop protecting yourself. You can give grace, but you can also protect yourself. And that is like my number one warning to people getting into the games industry now. Because you will walk into an industry where we have issues with not being paid correctly, with people not being treated correctly, with where people will just straight up take advantage of you because there's so much passion. And that passion, that drive to get into the industry gets abused. And that's also why people stay silent for so long. It's because we do have problems with finding work in the industry. So once you get your dream job and these awful things start happening to you, you bury it, right? I look really mad. I just saw myself on the Twitch stream delayed. And you know what? I am mad. I'm really angry. There's like this cold rage within me that's just like bubbling away. Because this whole situation shouldn't be happening. Women shouldn't get treated. No one should get treated like this. Nobody. Nobody. It's just not acceptable. It's okay to be mad about it. We need to be mad about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Righteous anger. Anna, I'm full of it. Oh man, for the last day and a bit, I've been thinking about what I would say on stream. I'm like, I'm gonna be so eloquent, and now that I'm here, it's just emotion. It's just pure emotion. Many people take advantage of passionate people, and it is disgusting. You're so right. It is. It absolutely is. Passion is never something that we should take for granted. It is such a pure and beautiful thing. To be motivated to do something creative. It's a feeling like no other. It's so good. It's wonderful. 10 out of 10 IGN. Eloquent emotion. Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh man. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do in the games industry. And if for whatever reason someone is watching this who has gone through this, please message me and I will direct you to the resources that you need. I hope that no one watching this goes through what I'm talking about. That's my hope. Yeah, I saw someone say earlier in chat, Senses, I think it was you, about this could be the final nail in the coffin for Blizzard. It could be. In a way, I hope it is, because maybe they'll be able to rebuild with better processes, better foundations. I actually think I know why this sort of stuff happens, and I'm not talking about the sexism and the misogyny. I think that it's really, really easy for nerdy folks like us, who are a bit introverted, a little bit bad with confrontation, to start a company about something that they're passionate about. They hire heaps of people, they're time poor, they don't vet the candidates properly, and then they get people into their studios who are horrible monsters, and then they don't know what to do about it because they don't have the experience. They're just making games. They're just a programmer. They're just an artist. They're just a community manager, whatever. And then they've got this situation on their hands, and because, you know, they're introverted or whatever, they just, I'll just ignore it, I'll just rug sweep it. And then the company grows, and then the cancer grows, the rot grows, it gets bigger, it spreads. And then one day you're at the top of the food chain and you're like, oh my God, how do I deal with this? But you just ignore it. So that's my take on it anyway, outside of the sexism and that sort of thing. I don't know what you guys think. And it's tough, right? Being confrontational. No one wants to be confrontational, especially, you know, especially in, you know, Western kind of culture. I know Kiwis for sure aren't that great with confrontation. Aussies. Oh, Nat has a very good point. Lots of the men get free passes because they're senior, and the game wouldn't be the same without their input. Yep. The gender imbalance definitely doesn't help. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, sorry, I was more commenting on like the thought process that might go through someone's head when they're doing it. I'm actually going to take off my headphones because my glasses are getting pushed into my head and it's hurting. Look at that. Wow. Fluff up my hair a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about confrontation actually. And so I've read this awesome tweet from someone, can't remember her name, terribly sorry. And she was saying, I don't want men to be allies, I want men to be traitors. And what she was saying was, I guess in a lot of frat boy type situations where it's like, oh, it's the boys, one of the boys kind of situation. Boys will be boys. You feel like you're betraying your friends when you call them out for their behavior. And it's such an uncomfortable thing to do. And you'll probably lose friends over it if you really dig your heels in, if you don't back down. But it needs to happen. It even happens within my own friends group. People say crappy things and nothing happens. It's like, oh, it's just the way that person is. Nah. Not anymore. Not after this. So if you are in a situation where you need to call somebody out, do it. It's gonna suck. It is absolutely 100% gonna suck. Guaranteed. Unless you thrive on confrontation like that, which I don't think many people do. I know I don't. And I'm a community manager. Call the person out and know that it's gonna be uncomfortable, but take comfort in knowing that it's the right thing to do. As I said, you can give a person grace, you can be empathetic, but at some point you have to stop excusing a person's behavior and call out bad behavior when you see it. I often think about that with my own situations, right? Like, for full disclosure, I was in an abusive relationship for 12 years and I only got out a few years ago. And I often think, what would have happened if someone had said something? If someone had said, hey Emily, you're actually in an abusive relationship. If someone had said to my ex, hey, what you're doing is wrong, and you need to stop treating Emily like that, my life would be very different. Maybe for the better or for the worse. I don't know. Probably for the better. Would have saved me a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, a lot of recovery. So, as someone who has survived that sort of thing, I implore you, dear God, please call it out. Please, when you see it. Because if we're going to move forward together as an industry and as a people, we need to start doing what's right and sticking up for people who are in bad situations. You know? Let's check chat again. Sadly, it comes down to money. This monster is going to make us an extra billion with his ideas. We pay out 100 or 200 million in lawsuits. Oh well. Yep, you're right. The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. The love of money and using people as a means to an end. True. True. There's so many layers to it. There's so many layers to it. Wow. Yeah. I hope that everybody in these sorts of situations... Thanks, Senses. That's really nice. That must have taken a lot to say on stream. Sorry I had to go through that. You know what? I'm very philosophical about it because I now know that I can use my shitty experiences for the better. I know I'm saying shit a lot this stream, sorry. Don't swear, guys. This is a family-friendly channel, don't swear. Next minute. Yeah, I feel philosophical about it. It's given me the knowledge to help people, and I now have a really, really good idea of when I meet an abusive person. So, thanks for the love, guys. You're all wonderful. I'm very lucky to have a fantastic life now. I'm very, very, very lucky. But I didn't use that as an example to make it all about me. But I will not lie. It has made the last week pretty tough. Just seeing how so many people have suffered, and I know how painful it is. I love the well. Hello, contingency arrival. We're having a pretty serious chat today. We're talking about the Blizzard Activision revelations that have come out. I hope you're doing well today. Yes. So, yeah, I guess my whole point is when you see someone behaving badly, call it out, and I know it will suck, and it's uncomfortable, but the good news is, for me anyway, I think the more you exercise calling someone out for a crappy thing, the easier it actually gets. And you kind of, like training a muscle and it getting stronger, your ability to handle it gets better as well. How are we all doing? Let's check in with each other. Are you all okay? I know this is pretty heavy stuff, and we've been talking about it for a little while now. Maybe self-care is a good thing to talk about. If you are feeling overwhelmed because of the news, because of the news coming out from Blizzard Activision, or whenever we have these sorts of Me Too moments in the games industry, it is so okay to uninstall Twitter, to uninstall social media, whatever, and take some time for yourself. Go outside, go for a walk. We live in a beautiful world, and it is okay to take time for yourself and to relax and to give yourself love, because at the end of the day, yourself should be your number one priority. I've had to call out bad behavior more than I'd like to, but in the end it's worth it, so I agree with that advice. Ninja, thank you. You're a good egg. I appreciate that a lot. My mum suffered abuse from her uncle when she was younger, so she always brought me up to speak up and against those kind of situations. Love and kindness is the way. It is the way, for sure. Thank you, Senses, for sharing that too. Your poor mum. I hope she's doing better now. Einstein said bad things happen only because people do nothing. That is so true. That is so true. Absolutely. Takes a lot to call people out. Takes a lot of emotional energy. Oh my god, I am not an egg. I don't know about the good part either. Opinions differ. I'm not an egg, sorry, that's so funny. Maybe that's an Australian / Kiwi thing to be like, you're a good egg. I say it a lot. Might not make a lick of sense to anyone outside of New Zealand, but yeah. Wow. Good chat, guys. Yeah. I feel like I'm out of things to say. Also, life is a balance. There is just as much good as bad in this big old world. And it's a big old world. It's hard when we focus on the bad things. But good to remember the good things too. Don't worry, I've heard it from British people before. Though, Anna says, just calling someone your egg is derogatory. True? True. Yeah, Senses, your point about life being a balance, there's just as much good as bad. I think that's why it's really important to take time away from social media. Because negativity gets better engagement. Sad but true. Something I've noticed in my travels around Twitter especially. You don't see the good stuff that's happening because it's not as popular. I think our brains are kind of also wired that way to remember bad stuff rather than good. So I've heard the example that I'm thinking of is like, even with Steam reviews or something, like I will read a negative review and I'll be like, oh my god, but there will be like 5 more positive ones and they'll just gone from my brain. So I have to work pretty hard to like remember, oh, people actually like Before We Leave, and just because there's like one person that didn't, it's actually fine for them to not like Before We Leave. That's fine. That's fine actually. And there are all these other lovely people saying positive things. So yeah. Wow, we've been talking about this for nearly half an hour. It's funny actually. I didn't think that I would be talking about it. When the stream started, I was like, nah, probably not. Remembering bad stuff more than good ones makes evolutionary sense, but it is annoying in the modern world. Absolutely. Yes. For sure. Yeah. We are just animals at the end of the day. We're very smart. We're very good at doing stuff. But, you know, we have some evolutionary hangovers. Like you said, Ninja. Good talk, though. Thank you. I'm just like, man, maybe I should have, like, written a speech. Animals with big brains. Pardon me. I hope my mic didn't pick up me burping then. Wish I could remember how to counter bad things and remember to enjoy the good, but yeah, not how it works. Well, not to sound like a hippie or anything, but yoga really helps. I do a lot of yoga, and I found that, you know, it just helps reset me. Even going for a walk or something like that. This can be a warm-up for a speech at NZGDC. Oh, God. But Sam's the one doing the keynote, not me. I guess another piece of advice that I have is just try and surround. Oh God, don't hit me with that, Joel. I another piece of advice I'd have is to surround yourself with love. Yeah, don't sacrifice your own mental health and yourself to put up with a crappy person. Just put yourself first. That's my advice. Sam was doing the keynote. What he didn't mention is he was going to talk for 10 seconds, then make you finish. Checks out. Unbelievable, Sam. We have been giving him a lot of feedback on the keynote, actually. That's been nice. So that absolutely will be, you know, bits of Emily, bits of Anna, bits of Isaac through it. So surround myself with pizza. Pizza equals love. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. That's so funny. You're good, Anna. I understand what you mean. I hope I paused before we leave, gang. Oh, that's me. Oh. I did. Thank goodness. Cool. Oh no, my Twitch just disappeared. Come back. There we go. There we go. Why is that random little piece polluted? Right. Okay, why is that not working? We need steel. Do I not have steel here? Not enough workers. Standard. Standard. The music was like the epiphany accompaniment to your speech. Oh gosh, was it? Was it a speech? I feel like it wasn't eloquent enough. I also have another part to my rant, but let's save that for another day. There's only so much I can get on my soapbox before I'm like, oh my god, I'm insufferable. How's everyone going? I realized what we just talked about was pretty heavy, so I hope you're all okay. Also, I just want to really quickly say, like, the Before We Leave community is excellent. Like, I'm so proud of what we've built. Everyone in the community is, like, really, really respectful and nice. And I think that's another thing that makes me super angry about the whole Blizzard, Activision, and other studios that do this stuff, is because it's actually, in the larger scheme of things, not that hard to build a loving, respectful community. You just have to be a little bit firm with jerks and not put up with stuff. Is that an edited planet? This is my standard planet contingency. Tell you what. Let me just desert. No. What should I name this? Astro, please. There we go. I think I'll remember what I'm doing if I do that. Oh, I meant it was a rant, but I was trying to be polite. Yeah, that's more accurate. That's more accurate for me. Let's go to the menu. What a game corporation allows in the office tends to be allowed in the game too. You're bang on. You're absolutely bang on. Okay. Contingency. Arrival. Let's, I'll show you guys the little swamp island that I made the other day that I was posting everywhere on social media. It's pretty random. I like it. See? Ta-da! So this is a custom planet. What I did with this one is that there's an option that you can select to generate the islands. So that's what I did with this one. But you can also go in and create your own islands using the island tool. Maybe I will have it here for you. See? There we go. So you can do that too. Pretty neat. That's pretty neat. So yeah, this is a weird little island. You can like put down cats and dogs. I wonder if I alter the amount of potatoes here. 89 potatoes? Maybe a little bit excessive. Wait, you made an actual good looking planet after last week? I thought it was impossible. Lol. Me too. Just had to... I was gonna say I had just take the time, but I made this island very, very quickly. It was like end of the day on Friday. It was 4 o'clock. My partner was like, "Are you gonna be working much longer?" And I'm like, "I have to go fast." So I just like made everything really quickly. I was surprised how well it turned out. Oh, that's interesting. Now we're facing the other way. Oh, hey, Axiom of Infinity. How you doing? The game's so beautiful, it's hard to make a bad-looking planet. Hell yeah. We love to see it, thank you. That's very interesting though, because those were, if you look at my social media posts, those were turned around facing the camera. So it's weird that those... it's weird that they turn around. That's so... I'm reading this note. It says, "You're cool. Hi, come here often." Yeah, about once a week. I'm so funny. Wow. Wow. Is chat hitting on me? If they are, I wouldn't know. I'm shocking with flirting. I'm just like... Thanks. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna out myself too much more here. Oh, so yeah, does that help contingency? Arrival. There's also this really whack planet that I made. Let's just exit the menu. Sometimes at night I lie awake thinking about how you tiled the sphere with hexagons. Well, yeah, we get a lot of people asking about that, huh? But it's mathematically impossible. Dear God, what have I done? There are pentagons. Not the pentagon, just some pentagons. So this is my extremely messed up planet. Oh my God, it is like a giant soccer ball. I didn't know. No one told me. Yeah, it is cool, right? How you can see all the pentagons. We have Crab Island. Do the peeps do anything now? That was so funny. Mathematically impossible? Sounds like you aren't trying hard enough. Yes, Sam. Beautiful. Ah, I'm glad you're happy. Yeah, I hope this helps. It's pretty cool little update. Not good. And when I say little, I don't mean actually little. It's actually a pretty big update. Woo! Ta-da! Oh, look at all those trees. I'm gonna make my CPU scream if I keep that up. Oh, look at the little pentagon. Ooh. Oh, I just noticed you can see reflections in the water. That's cool. That's an Isaac touch right there. I know what that is. The planet editor is huge. It is. It is a big, big update. Straya! There's just nothing there. Oh, it is a cool addition to the game. I'm so glad people are keen for it. That's really, really nice. Publish the algorithm so I can stop thinking about it. You'll have to ask Sam very nicely. Australia, hot and empty? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the population of Australia is 26, 27 million. And it's big. It's real big. Yep, that was an insightful comment. Now we take an icosahedron and then subdivide it repeatedly. So it's a D20. Oh, I'm glad you knew what Sam's talking about there, Axiom, because I'm just like, I believe you. I have no comments to make at this time. Cool. I think we're done. Friends, my stomach is rumbling. Thank you all so much for being great people. I think we have a lot of awesome folks that come and hang out because of Before We Leave. It's a real privilege to be the community manager for this lovely community. I'm not just saying that. I know that like sometimes people would just be like, I love this job, and then like go and cry into their cereal, but I love my job. You all are great. You make it just the best. It's so good. Thank you all also for just being so receptive to my rant, as Anna put it. I was worried about saying anything, but you know, you'll just prove again and again that you're best community on the internet. And I'm right. I'm objectively correct. The best kind of correct. Emily is leaving us to eat. You know it. You absolutely know it. Sleep well, Ninja. And thank you to Senses. It's always nice seeing you. So, yes. I will see you all next Wednesday. No, not next Wednesday, because we're at NZGDC next Wednesday. Oh, Ninja, you're gonna make me cry. We are the best community because we have the best CM. Oh, don't. I'm gonna go cry into my cereal. Have fun at NZGDC. Thank you, we will. And we'll be back on the 11th of August. It's August already. Nobody told me. I can't believe how quickly this year is going. Hopefully we'll have some great news for you about the macOS update as well as the Planet Builder on our next stream. Anyway, I love you all. Mwah. Take care of yourselves now. And I will see you next Wednesday. No, the Wednesday after that. Damn it. Bye.